Yeah, this game has added an enormous amount of over time. Regolith, please. Is the conveyor rail ever going to actually go through? Possibly not. Okay. I'm going to have to just deconstruct it where it is. And then we can set up a couple of auto sweepers. Now the thing is these auto sweepers do generate heat, but I'm not going to worry about it too much for this time being. So, and then I want another one of these over there. I'll get rid of this one. And this should result in all of it being eventually dropped down here. And that'll get loaded in, and then it'll be on its way. I could just move this over there, honestly. I'll give myself a little bit more room, but I'm fine with this. I'll have my dupes drop stuff down over here. I really don't actually want them using this, but it's fine. Sweep only. They can move most of that elsewhere. The regolith will get moved up. In fact, where can that reach? Okay, so I only realistically need to move the regolith that's over there. Which one? These will be set to 1. So when that drops down, this one can be set to, I don't know. Actually, this one can be set to 7 because it does only want regolith, so that's fine. There we go. Perfect. Once all of that's set up, then it should feed the shovels a little bit more automatically. It's still only a little bit more automatically, not particularly. But it should be okay. Right, I'm tired of waiting, so let's get all of that done. Oh, nice. There we go. That third one is really starting to help out. And we've got enough oil now in the lock that it shouldn't be an issue for us. Need to get rid of that. Need to get rid of that. Need to get rid of that. There we go. And I will hopefully be able to run this down properly. Let's grab you. And then cancel all of those. There we go. Everything is now hooked up correctly. I'm not sure what other items we're going to pop in here. Possibly we will add glass. I'm not sure yet, though. It should be okay to do that, but we'll have to see. Where do I want to hook up to the petroleum? Probably here. Actually, I'm going to have to run that one tile higher up, otherwise it's going to cause me problems. Yeah. That's set up. Why can't I copy that? There we go. Now I would prefer that to be given priority. I would like to make sure the coolant loop has always got more petroleum in it. So I'm going to disconnect this one. Now it is going to cost me a little bit because I'm going to lose some of the petroleum in it, but I don't think it's terribly bad. We seem to be doing okay. Yeah, still the stairs. There we are, perfect. Should be able to just load everything into that. Now, the thing I don't want to see is this thing picking everything up, but I kind of want this to just grab everything it can for now, but once all of that's been moved along, I only want this to accept regolith from the dupes. And now this one the same. Regolith. There we go. The shovels should be pretty happy at this point. Well, they're a little bit hungry apparently, but they eat an enormous amount of regolith. They consume vast quantities of the stuff. Well, they don't look like they're enjoying being taken care of too much. Interesting. Have a look at how many critters are in here. 3 of 20, but we've got a couple of vole eggs. And as long as we keep these ones alive, then we're just increasing the number over time. Which I'm all for. And right now, that's all we want to do with space for the time being. I need to get that farm up and running properly. Eventually, we might want to move that indoors, but at that point, it's anyone guess on whether we want to work that up properly or not. Because we need to do a lot of things to make it functional within the confines of a base. How's the electricity hooked up? Okay. Let's break that then. And give it this wire bridge. Just for the time being. Alright, let's have a look at my piping. It's coming down okay. This can now branch across okay. And this can be given a bridge. To prioritize filling the coolant loop. Once again, unfortunately over here I need to add in 2 more bridges, which is kind of a pain in the bum, but once that's done, this will actually start filling up. We're going to have to wait until this is vacuumed up before I do that though. Oh, really? Oh, pipe blocks, right, okay. Yeah. I guess at this point I may as well deconstruct this one. And in fact, remove the wire as well. This is not going too bad, actually. Right, critter starvation. Really? How? I am dropping so much regolith in here for you. You Hungry little hippos. My goodness. Okay, that's actually getting too hot now. Yeah, that sucks. It is working really hard. I would need to vent some more CO2 around here. But I was hoping that that would be a little bit easier to maintain with the temperature, but clearly not. It does generate heat, and there's no way for that heat to move away, so... Oh yeah, I know if I put a horizontal door, first and foremost, I actually don't like horizontal doors because they take up 2 spaces, but also it seems weird that I can just drop things through a closed door, so I tend to avoid it. There is a mod for 1x1 doors. Yeah, I've been watching Nathan Sandbox using it recently. That's another good creator that I strongly recommend. Okay, not too bad now. Okay, we've got an odd amount of water in there, but well, actually, that makes sense now that I look at it. I guess that doesn't surprise me too much. Now the issue here is I could vent some CO2 around these buildings in order to cool them off, but I'm not entirely sure that's the best way to do it. It's already overheating again. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's a shame. I'd hoped that would be a way of doing it, but no. All right then, deconstruct these. I hadn't considered the heat. Well, I mean, I saw it when I was installing them, but I kind of hoped that they would take longer to overheat. There are a couple of little things you could do to make that more viable. One, using material that has got a significantly higher overheat value, so it takes a lot longer for them to reach it. The other is simply running a little bit, like having a droplet of liquid on the ground. If it's placed on the ground, then that would work. This one I'm okay with just letting it slowly over time. Just dump all the regolith in there and then just wait for it. That being said, I could just put it back in here and continue using it like I was before. And you know what? That's probably reasonable. Oh well, it was. I'm not ready to set up the sort of stuff I need in space to cool things down properly. So I'll just take the easy way out on that one. There we go. Let's get rid of that as soon as we can. And now that we've got that all moved across, I can go ahead and build one of these right about here. And then get the tubing. Construct that. And run this down. There we go. This is going to dramatically improve the commute times for my dupes at this point. While I haven't done as much in here as I'd hoped to, I am actually really pleased with what we've gotten done so far. Like, I'm not disappointed with the amount of work done. You know what? I could also improve these to make them plastic ladders. Oh wow, have I completely run out? I have, more or less. It's a bit of a pain. What is in there? Oh, let's deconstruct that. Deconstruct this one as well. That is the wrong way, because I'm a derp. Goodbye, oil production. Thankfully, we've got a large surplus, but still. But with that, we will... Oh, actually, I should probably still avoid connecting that up just yet. I'll make it ready so that I can immediately connect it when it's when the time's right. It's getting there. Won't be much longer now. But we don't yet have any steam turbines, so there's not much we can do with that one yet. Go ahead and sweep those as a priority 7, please. Yeah. Still waiting on a lot of stuff to be done up here. Now, if that all gets hooked up correctly, then I'll be very, very happy. Where's the... Oh, damn it, really? I missed the plug by 1 tile. The socket, rather. Oh dear, why have you fallen asleep? That is not something that we should see too often, people falling asleep just randomly. That's a worrying sign. There we go, more and more shovels, perfect. Run all that way back down there. And then we'll just set this one up again for filtration medium regolith and allow manual use. I'm going to set it as a reasonably high priority so that people will try and load that fairly often if they can. That way the shovels get plenty of food. But it is going to be fairly dupe intensive for now, which is not ideal. A sweepy will be something that we'll try and get to fairly quickly. Yeah. I think at this point I can go ahead and start copying these settings across. At least to these ones. Which is already going to expand our farms a little bit. So I can, once all of those are planted, I can just get rid of this. Shouldn't be too hard. Hey, Bilal, welcome back, mate. How was Mansions of Madness? Mansions of Madness trounced us in 2 different scenarios. Oh dear. Cooling return pipe. Okay, I'm gonna need peeps to be... Oh, damn it. That was not the right way after all. No, no, no. Thank you, everyone. It didn't take me too long to find it, but when you're saying things like that wasn't the right pipe, try to be a little bit more descriptive because there is a bit of delay, so I may have passed by. In this case, it wasn't necessary, but my first reaction when I saw those messages, I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, though. I am now aware that I have made a mistake, but what mistake that was... Anyone could... It could be any guess. Anyone's guess, rather. There we go. Well, it's quite fun times, though. Oh, I'm glad. Alright, well, hopefully we can get all of these planted fairly soon. Right, we do need to irrigate them. What's the water like? The water is coming in nice. Good. Very good. We'll run this all the way along. And down. And then all the way back. And... that was fantastic, I approve. I've not heard it do that before. But let's get these broken down then as quickly as we can. Oh, someone's sick. Food poisoning. Oh, I'm sorry, Robert. There we go. Now, we're going to need to get this built rather sharpish. There you go. All priority 8s. Good, good, good. You know what? We're going to priority 8 the whole of this. Let's get all of that done as quickly as we can, please. All of it. Priority 8. And then we'll start stripping this one down. In fact, I kind of feel that we can start stripping it down now. Actually, we don't want that there. I'll wait for all the water in here to be swept through the irrigation system, but then we're good. There we go. More principles. Glass. Sure, I'll take the glass. That actually saves me time on making it. So very close. So very, very, very close. We're almost there. Almost. Yeah, I think that's probably overpressured now. Or maybe not. Yeah, the pumps are now really struggling to get that tiny tiniest bit out of there. Oh, sucker 661, my lord. I was not expecting that. If truth be told. Okay, it's just waiting on the building priority for now then. That's fine, we'll wait. I'll allow you to get all this done. This is a bit of a higher focus for me right now. Glad to see all of these growing though. Now I can probably make these into proper farm rooms if I really wanted to. But I don't think there's much reason to. I'm not producing fertilizer, so it seemed a bit silly to try that. Let's make sure that temperature continues to drop, though. Once this is being consumed by more plants, then it'll be moving through there a bit faster, so hopefully the temperature of that water will drop. It is a shame that it's so warm. Our oil reserves are also dropping rather sharpish. I really dislike that. How long? Only 10.5 cycles left. Eesh. These are not good times. You know what? Let's not use these anymore. That one can stay. Cancel the deconstruct on that one. Oh no, there wasn't a deconstruct. Okay. I'm gonna make that a sweep only job though. Getting many little shovels. Perfect. We should get plenty of barbecue once that's all going properly. This is going to be mostly water by the time we get up there. Now, liquid will slowly be lost to the vacuum. So it's worth remembering that. You can just lose the liquid if you're not fast enough in accessing it. So probably what we're going to do is breach this. Maybe build up some sort of buffer, like a little wall or something down here. Or maybe just dig down and then pierce this glacier. So this water will continue to flow downwards rather than anywhere else. There we go. There we are. Seeing a lot more of this liquid moving around now. Though that is way too hot. That is going to stifle the plants very bloody quickly. That is already stifling the plants. Why? Scallywag Yes, I know. Bloody water physics. My bane! Okay then. Well, what we can do to fix that is to go whoop, all the way over there. And then have this ladder come all the way down and that be our access point to the roof. Seriously, water physics every single time. Right. Well, all of that water is now moved down there, so we can quite happily remove all of this. Okay, that one's still actually filtering in. I'll allow it just in case we can get a final harvest out of them. There we go. No! Up! Yep. It's just gonna die again. Because this is gonna constantly happen. Now, this is the better way of getting the water out of, like, the chill water out of the glacier. Because if you mine it, you immediately lose half the mass of what you're mining. So you'll always come off worse doing it manually. But yikes, this is just frustrating. In fact, it's so frustrating, I'm going to priority 9 it. Yes, I know. Plants are dying. It is most sad. Vacuum! Yes! Let's turn that off. Donk. And deconstruct this. Fine a bloody Lee. My lord. That took significantly longer than I would have liked. Yeah, I know. I just 9'd it. I don't feel proud, okay? So there we go. That is sorted to some degree. There we are. And then once that's in place, it'll actually start to work out a little bit better. Now, because these pipes are moving through liquid, they're actually sinking a lot of their heat a lot faster as a result. So that actually, in a way, worked out for us. In a way. It'll continue to overflow every now and then, though, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Need to deconstruct all, thank you. Get all of that out of there. But finally, we've got an area that can be our brick. Now, the first thing that we're going to want to do is, honestly, that's turned off, good. If it is below, then I want to start allowing some liquid in here. 20 kilos. What am I setting this to? If it's above... As soon as there's enough liquid there, this stops. Tunk. Like so. This can... oh, that's a problem. This is still adding more liquid to the pipe. That could be a problem. It may damage that pipe eventually, but... You know what? I think what we need is for this to be I need the automation here to work in a different way to avoid a problem.